Was foot binding considered beautiful? Have you ever wondered how beauty standards can shape lives and cultures? One striking example is foot binding in late imperial China. This practice was seen as a mark of beauty, especially among the upper classes. It involved tightly wrapping the feet of young girls to prevent growth, resulting in what were called lotus feet. The ideal size for these feet was about 3 Chinese inches, which is roughly 10 centimeters or 4 inches. This size was referred to as the golden lotus and was highly prized. Feet that were larger than this ideal size were considered less desirable and were categorized as silver or iron lotuses. The smallest feet were viewed as the most attractive, especially when it came to marriage prospects. This beauty standard was closely tied to social status and femininity. Small bound feet symbolized grace, delicacy, and refinement. Women with bound feet often walked with a distinctive, swaying gait that was considered alluring and added to their perceived elegance. The practice of foot binding was also linked to higher social standing. Only families wealthy enough to spare their daughters from physical labor could afford to have them undergo this painful procedure. Thus, bound feet became a sign of both beauty and elite status. Culturally, foot binding was associated with erotic appeal. Bound feet were often mentioned in poetry and literature for their sensual qualities. Women would keep their feet covered, adding an element of mystery and allure. The care and decoration of bound feet were also significant. Women would sew elaborate shoes for their feet, showcasing their skill and beauty. However, the reality of foot binding was harsh. The process was extremely painful and led to lifelong deformities. It limited mobility and sometimes made walking without assistance impossible. Despite these severe consequences, the desire to conform to this beauty ideal was so strong that foot binding persisted for centuries. By the Qing dynasty, nearly 100% of women in upper class and families had bound feet. From a body image perspective, foot binding illustrates how cultural norms can enforce extreme body modification to meet aesthetic ideals. Similar to some eating disorders, foot binding reflects how societal pressures can lead individuals to endure significant physical harm in pursuit of beauty and social acceptance. This practice highlights how beauty standards can control the body, restricting natural function and health to fit a narrow ideal. Understanding this historical context can inform contemporary discussions about body image and the impact of cultural definitions of beauty on individuals' physical and psychological well-being.